All right. Hi everyone. My name is Mitchell, and we're going to be building this simple hero page section. So we have a navbar here. We have a leading text. We have a subtext, and we have like two buttons over here. Simple page. We have a button here. Simple page. And we're going to just build this using Next.js and Tailwind. All right. So I have a project already set up here, and I'm just going to share. I'm just going to get us started. So in our index page, I just have my hello there. So let me just increase this so that it becomes more visible. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. So um, we have this hello there. So I'm just going to create a folder called component. And in the component, I'm just going to say we have our hero.jsx and we have our navbar.jsx. In our hero.jsx, I'm just going to say const hero. Um, let's make this, yeah, return a div, and the div should say hero, a hero actually. All right. Then now navbar, I'll say const navbar equals to return a div. All right. Just give me a minute. Let me get everyone on this stream. Let me get everyone on this stream. Let me get everyone on this stream. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. All right. Just give me a minute. Okay. I think we are live now. So we can continue with our project. So for the next thing we're going to do, we're going to ensure that we have our project set up. So in our package, just let me show you what we have. We have headless UI React, hero icon. We have React icon and table CSS. So until you have this package installed while you start setting up your project. So I'm going to install my navbar, not install. Um, so I'm going to export my hero section here. Then I'm going to export my navbar and I'll say nav. So how I'm formatting is Shift Alt and F. That's the shortcut for formatting. I'm going to import my navbar here. I can already see the suggestions here. So that has automatically imported it for me. In case that did not work for you, all you just need to do is after typing this, put your cursor here, press Control Spacebar, you will see the auto import for you. So save this. Let's refresh this and see what it brings. Okay, this is running on. This is. Let me just check what port is running on. for 3,000. Oh, that's good. Nav bar. Okay. Um, bring this here. Okay. So we need to import our hero section to this index. So this index is now pages route. And I'm running next 13. Next 13 just for reference. Also index some hero rather hero. Enter, close it, remove this line over here. Wait for it to configure. So so we can see our number now. We can see our hero. Just to show you what we're working with, let me take this back. We have our logo, we have some nav items, and we have a button. So let's go over to our number and start creating. But before we do that, we start with nav items. So we're going to say const nav items. It's so we're going to say start with name, product, and href would be slash products. Now this would be inside an object, obviously. It's an object structure in JavaScript. I'm going to duplicate this a couple of times, Alt, Shift, and press my down arrow key like 2 times. Hold this and press Ctrl D and write this will be capital R. Hold double click this, press Ctrl D and press and type drive. This will be capital small letter D. And finally, we'd have careers. All right. Then what we're going to do is pass nav items to the nav bar. So I can say nav items. All right. Then in our nav bar components, I'm just going to say, so let's go back to these are our reference image or reference products, and this is what we're working with. So we can just say, I will just call our nav items here. All right. Now we would need some um, some packages from our headless UI. So I'll say pop over from headless UI. We need that. Close that. I'm going to call it div. This will be the parent div. Let's just say let's give a nav. We have to follow the HTML5 construct. So let's just start styling this. I would say my class name. I'm using Tailwind for this styling, by the way. Max width is 7XL and MX Auto. That's margin inline. Padding inline is 4. When it's a small size, padding inline should be 6. Then for our nav here, I'll start styling it. Then I'll say position should be relative, flex items, item center, justify between SMH10. Size on the small size. SM is for the small sizes, small screen, small breakpoints, and we want to say that the height should be 10. On a bigger breakpoint, which is MD, we say justify. I'll show you all these things later, how they apply. All right. Then for this div, I'm going to create a div here, and in this div, we want to ensure that it also displays effects. The items are placed at the center. They are justified. The spacing is justified between them. I want the width to be full. On a medium size screen, we want the width to be auto and not full. We want the width to adjust, to the space that's available. So for our links, we need a link tab for the logo. So I'm going to say href as equals to, let's just say, you know, the default route there. Then I'm going to add an image that's for the logo class name. I would say my height should be 60 pixels and my width should be auto. Um, Images are self-closing tags, so I'm just going to remove that there. And I'll see which is my source. I already have a logo here. Right, add my alt tag. My alt tag says logo. All right, important to always add the alt tag. Okay, so this is for the logo that we have here. So all of this is going to come into place. So let's just keep watching and keep following. Then we're going to have our next div here. Class name, hidden md flex, md space. We want this div to be hidden on a medium-sized screen, and sorry, we want this hidden on a on the smaller size screen, but we want it to display flex from the breakpoint md upwards. All right. Now this nav item that we have it that we imported here. I'm just going to map through it and say nav items dot map item, and I'll say my a tag. I'm going to give this a key, and key is item dot name. We should always give whenever we're mapping through stuff, we just give the key so that React can make each item unique in the DOM so they can manipulate it effectively. My href is equals to item.href. Then my class name equals to fonts medium text gray 500 and hover text gray. As on hover state, it should be 900. Okay. Then I'm going to use the name here. So what's happening here? What's happening here? So you can just see how it shows here. What's happening here is that we are mapping through these items that we have created here, which is our nav item, which is this. And we've said that, oh, we want you know, it should show on medium screen and above, the screen with the medium breakpoint, and it should be flexed, and it should be spacing. The constant spacing should be between them should be 10. All right. So that's basically what we did here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the next. So there's a button here. There's a button here, and I'm going to say okay. Let me zoom this in a bit. Okay, so you can see clearly. So there's a button here. So let me show you from here. This button is what we're going to create now, and I'll show you how we're going to go about it. Then we have a class name hidden. It should be hidden on the lower screens, that's the smaller screens, anything lower than MD. And on MD, we should have absolutes, position absolutes. MD flex, MD items center, MD justify, and should justify to the end. Um, insert y0, MD right 0. Okay, span class name. So just give me the span and the class name. Inline flex rounded MD shadowed. Close that. Give an a tag here. A tag has an href. I'm just going to put a default route there, but we're still going to style this right because we need to style it right. It needs to look like what we have. Inline flex items center, px px, that's padding inline should be 4, padding block should be 2, border, the border should be transparent, the text size should be base, our font should be medium, our rounded should be MD, our text should be M green 600. So just take us back a bit. We have our table configure, and I added some colors here. I extended some colors here, so we're using this here, right? Yes, that we're using. So back to our navbar, BG white and hover. BG is background. The background should be white. Hover, the background should be gray. 15. All right. I haven't given this a text yet, so let's give it a text, and let's say our text should be login. Style that in well. So now we can see here. It shows here that this is login. All right. Just to be sure we got everything right, this should be absolute. Checking. Okay, yes. Checking other things. Justify and insert. Yes. MD right 0. Yup. Inline flex, rounded MD shadow, item center, PX. Yep, we have all of that put in. Okay, let's continue with the other parts of the application. So we're still working on the navigation here. We would need to add a close icon for. We need to add a close icon for a close and open icon for opening the menu on the mobile screen. So I'm going to say div class name negative. Okay, I need to move this in here. This negative margin right 2 should be flex items center. MD should be hidden. Okay, then we're still going to use popover, but this time it's going to be a button, and I'll show you what the popover does for us. Okay, now we're going to style this and say class name and say background should be gray, should be 50 rounded, MD padding should be 2, inline flex item center, justify center, text gray, 400. Then our hover states over take this over text gray 100. Focus outline none on a focus states ring 2. Um, then we're going to keep on adding focus states. We want the ring around it to be 2 focus ring ring insets. Now focus ring m green 500. Okay, so since we have that already, now we're just going to add a menu bar here. CI menu. Okay, that's not coming out, so I'm just going to get this for us here. So this is for the mobile screen, right? And it's supposed to help us show the menu screen on mobile. That's why we have this over here. That's why we have this over here. All right, let's continue. We are making good progress. We're making good progress. Let me try to format this a bit. Okay, so we now have the basic structure for our navigation bar. So let's keep on adding new items. So we also need a popover panel. I would say focus mode to be focus. Let's close this so we can avoid that error. Class name absolute. Z index is 10, top is 0, index x 0, padding is 2, transition, transform, origin, top, right. Then on the medium screen breakpoint size and above, it should be hidden. Then I have a div class name, which is what we used to style it. So what we're doing now, we're making the popover for. Let me show you what we're doing. So let's come here. So this popover, when we click on this, we're making this now. That's the div we're working on right now. So let's leave this. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to say that rounded, it should be LG. Rounded is border radius actually. So I don't have to type border radius. I can just do rounded. BG white ring 1 ring black ring opacity 5 overflow hidden. Then my div, I have another div again. Class name px equals to 5. Padding top is 4. Flex, it should be flex. It should be flex. Item center justify between. So we're going to have our image here, and we're still going to use the image that we had earlier. Images are self-loading tags, so I'll just say src logo svg, and class name h8w auto. Close this here. Okay, we have done that already. Okay, so the image should show when we go on the mobile screen. So I'm going to do another one. So we have this popular button here. Well, what we're basically going to do is give I'm going to give this a negative padding. Class name is equal to mr2, and I'm going to in the pop up button. There's a class name attribute here. I need to add for the styling. Class name is equal to background white rounded mdp2, inline flex item center justify center. Text should be gray 400, and when I hover on it, text should be gray 500. When I hover again, background should be gray 100. Focus outline, no, there should be no focus. There should be no outline when focusing. Our ring should be 2. Our ring should set also set inset. Then we have focus again. Ring. Now the color is M. Okay, so I didn't spell this correctly. Correct, M green 500. Okay, so we're using one of those colors that we added earlier on. Then I'm just going to put the close icon here. Okay, now we're going to actually now put the last section for our navigation item, and we'll be done with this navigation. So I'm going to create a new div, and I'll nav items. Sorry, I'm going to map through this. Actually, it's not a component. The map. All right. href equals to item dot href. I'm going to remove the quotation marks here because we don't need quotation marks. Then I'm going to close this. I'm going to add a key, and my key would be item dot name, like we did earlier. I'm trying to wonder why this is not closing. Let's see. Okay, I'll duplicate this now. Take this under, close this. Okay, let me cut this out and see. Okay, so I know that the problem now is with this piece of code. I probably not closed something. Yeah, I haven't closed that. So now I'm going to start the class name. I'm going to start the class name. I think yeah, so let's say class name block px equals to 3, py equals to 2, rounded, empty, text should base, font should be medium, Text should be gray 700. The hover text should be gray 900. Yeah, gray 900. Then background, whenever you hover on it, over BG gray 15. All right. Now we haven't put anything here. Item name. Now, final, we're going to add a login button. I'm going to close this here so that Next.js doesn't throw compile errors. href equals to hash or